In this current step, we are going to simply multiply for our denominator portion over here, and I have taken this is our denominator portion over here. So let us just go for that simple calculation over here, which is quite naturally our m1 m2 s to the power 4, this one, plus our m2 b1 s cube for this one, plus m2 b2 s cube, okay, plus or m2 k1 s squared. So this is our first part. So let us go for the b cube s, plus we have got b cube m1 or b3 m1 s cube, b3 m1 s cube, plus our b3 b1 s squared plus b3 b2 s squared plus b3 k1 s. Okay, so this one has been done. So next part we do have the k2. So k2 m1 s squared, k2 m1 s squared plus k2 b1s, k2 b1s plus k2 b2s, k2 b2s plus our k2 k1. Okay, now go for the next part, which is b2s plus b2 m1 s cube, b2 m1 s cube plus b2 b1 s squared, b2 b1 s squared, okay, plus b2 squared s squared plus, so this is very lengthy, you can do fill that, b2 k1s. Okay, so last for that one k1 we do have k1 m1 s squared plus k1 b1s plus k1 b2s plus k1 squared. So multiplication of these multiplied with this actually give us this one. Ultimately minus our p2 squared s squared plus 2 b2s k1 plus k1 squared. Okay, we need to simplify this part over here. So I should say, if you do take the minus as your keep it your outside, so these will become our this whole thing will become our minus, and all this will turn into our minus, which is this one is minus, and this one is of course our minus. So this k1 squared will get cancelled over here. We have got b2 squared a squared, that is also cancelled, and we need to cancel our b2 s k1. So 1 b2 s k1, so this is get cancelled, and another b2 b2s k1, so another b2s k1 will be there, which is this one b2s k1, b2s k1. Okay, so this is our whole picture for our consideration, and let us do summarize our rest of the part over here. So in order to do that, we just do require to erase this part over here. So first comes our s to the power 4 terms, which is our quite naturally our m1 m2 s to the power 4. So let us go for our s cube. We do have these and these. Inside our bracket I do have m2 b1 plus m2 b2 m2 b2, this one b3 m1 plus b3 m1 s cube, plus need to find out this one, which is b2 m1 s cube. So this is our term for our s cube. So this is our s cube. So s to the power 4 s cube will be there. So next one is our s squared. So s squared is this one, plus inside our bracket I do have m2 k1. This one is associated with our s squared. This one is also b3 b1 plus b3 b1 s squared plus b3 b2, this one b3 b2 s squared plus this one plus k2 m1 s squared, and of course this one, which is b2 b1 s squared, and once again we do have another s squared term over here, which is k1 m1. Okay, plus k1 m1 multiplied with our s squared. Okay, so go for the s term over here, plus the s term will be associated with this one b3 k1 s. Inside our bracket I do have b3 k1, that is been associated with our s. Okay, and next this one, which is k2 b1 plus k2 b1, this one plus k2 b2 this one, and this one plus k1 b1 s, and rest of the part will be considered multiplied with s plus our k2 k1. This is our constant. So this whole factor is our denominator. You can do feel that. So I should mention over here what is the exact consideration for our denominator, which is m1 m2 s to the power 4. Let us do check with your note over there, which is m1 m2 s4 plus m2 b1 plus m2 b2 plus b3 m1 plus b2 m1 multiplied with s cube plus M2 K1 plus B3 B1 plus B3 B2 plus K2 M1 plus B2 B1 plus K1 M1 multiplied with A squared plus B3 K1 plus K2 B1 plus K2 B2 plus K1 B1 multiplied with S plus K2 K1. This is our denominator portion over here. So at this place, I can only write the denominator over here. That is appropriate for me, as I have already shown you the calculation portion over there. So this is quite naturally our denominator. So this is our denominator that we have shown you over here. As we have already enlisted the value at the upper part for consideration, we no longer do require to show you this red part over there, as we have already separated or considered that portion over here. So what is the exact answer for our x2s divided by fs? Let us find out that one. So this one is fs, which is equal to x2s multiplied with denominator, this whole factor is our denominator, divided by b2s plus k1. Now what is the exact ratio we have got? According to the definition for our transfer function, we do know that x2s by fs, that is naturally our b2s plus k1 divided by our denominator, and where the denominator is this whole factor over here. So this is the first answer for our transfer function for our consideration, which is being indicated over here as x2s divided by fs. Okay, how do you get to that point? Just cross multiply over here. You can do have the cross multiplication over here. You can see that this fs is multiplied with this one. So yeah, we do know that according to the definition for our transfer function, output divided by input, that actually leads us to the transfer function, which is output divided by input. Ultimately, if you do cross multiply over here, I have got that one as our x2s divided by fs. So this one is been multiplied over here. So this will become the numerator, and the denominator will be this whole factor, the biggest portion of that consideration over here. So this is the first answer over here, which is b2s plus k1 divided by our denominator. Hope you have understood up to this one. If you still have any doubts, please let us know in the comment section for better understanding. Do like, do share our videos, and keep following our channel. So this is the best analogy that Indian mothers would like to share with you. If you still have any doubts, please let us know in the comment section for better understanding. Do like, do share our videos, and do subscribe our channel if you want to connect with us, because you can feel that no other YouTube channel will give you this type of rigorous analysis over here. Stay tuned with our classes to follow our videos. So that's it. Thank you and goodbye.
If you like my video, so what are you waiting for? Please do subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon for more updates, and stay tuned to the channel. Thank you and goodbye.